So, what if I told you that you could own your own private island for less than the cost of a studio apartment in Manhattan? I'm not joking. We're talking white sand beaches, crystal clear water, and absolute privacy, all for the price of a cramped one-bedroom in Brooklyn. Sounds too good to be true, right? Well, buckle up, because today we're diving into 6 real private islands that are cheaper than a New York apartment. And trust me, you're going to want to stick around until the end. Because the last island on this list costs less than a used car. Now, before we jump in, let's just establish how insane New York real estate has become. The average price for a one-bedroom apartment in Manhattan? Over $1 million. Yeah, $1 million for maybe 600 square feet. So suddenly, owning your own island doesn't sound so crazy, does it? All right, let's get into it. Number 6. The Pearl Keys in Nicaragua. This place is stunning. We're talking pure tropical paradise, with turquoise water, sandy beaches, and literally nothing else around you for miles. Just you, the ocean, and maybe a few dolphins. Now here's the kicker. Islands in this region often list for around $500,000 to $700,000. That's half the price of a Manhattan studio. And you get actual acreage. Sure, infrastructure is tricky, but imagine building your dream home from scratch with nobody to complain about noise. Number 5. Private Keys in Belize. Now this is special. In the Turneffe Atoll or near Ambergris Key, you can find developed islands, occasionally with a small fishing shack or camp already built. We're talking solar possibilities, rainwater collection, and a dock. The price? You can find listings around $650,000. In New York, that might get you a fixer-upper in Queens. But in Belize, you get the Caribbean Sea and some of the best snorkeling in the world right off your back porch. Plus, Belize speaks English, so no language barrier when you're ordering groceries from the mainland. By the way, if you're getting value from this and want more mind-blowing content just like this, do me a favor and smash that subscribe button. It really helps the channel. Plus, we post videos like this every single week, and you don't want to miss the next one. All right. Number 4. Lake Nipissing, Ontario, Canada. Now, I know what you're thinking. Canada? Isn't it freezing? Well, yes, in the winter, but hear me out. There are islands here that are 3 to 5 acres, located just a few hours north of Toronto. And they are surprisingly affordable. Many come with a rustic cabin, a dock, and mature pine trees that give you complete privacy. And the price? Around $400,000 to $500,000. That's literally half the cost of a 2-bedroom condo in Manhattan. And you get an entire island. Sure, you'll need a snowmobile in January, but imagine the summers. Bonfires, kayaking, absolute peace. Number 3. The coast of Chile. Okay, now we're getting really interesting. If you want massive land, look at South America. We're talking islands that are hundreds of acres. Lush forests, wild coastlines, absolute nature. Now, these are remote. Like, really remote. But you own the whole thing. And the price? You can find massive islands here for around $400,000. That's less than a parking spot in some Manhattan buildings. I'm serious. People pay more for a parking spot than you'd pay for an entire kingdom in Chile. And the cost of living is so low, you could live like royalty on a modest budget. Number 2. Île aux Pirates in Nova Scotia, Canada. Now this one has a story. The name literally means Pirate Island, and according to local legend, pirates used to hide treasure here back in the 1700s. Now, I can't promise you'll find any treasure, but you will get a 25-acre island, dense forest, and rocky coastline that looks like something out of a movie. The price? Around $300,000. $300,000. That's less than a down payment on most New York apartments. And you get your own island with pirate history. I mean, come on, how cool is that? And now, for number 1. This is the one you've been waiting for. Deer Isle area in Maine. Along the coast of Maine, you can find small tidal islands covered in pine trees, located in quiet bays with stunning views of the surrounding coastline. It's small, but it's perfect for someone who wants a private retreat without breaking the bank. And the price? Are you ready for this? $50,000. $50,000. That's less than most people spend on a wedding. And you could own your own island. Sure, you'd need to bring in building materials by boat, and there's no electricity or water yet. But imagine the bragging rights. I own an island, and it cost me less than a Honda Civic. So here's the thing. Owning a private island isn't just for billionaires anymore. With a little creativity, some research, and maybe a willingness to go off-grid, you could actually make this dream a reality. And honestly, it's probably a better investment than a cramped apartment where you can hear your neighbor sneeze. So now that you're an expert on affordable private islands, you might be thinking, but what if I don't want to be stuck in just one place? It's basically a private island that moves. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to stay tuned. And I'll see you in the next one.